Hey guys, this is Cody Wheeler, founder of Academy Success, and I want to talk to you today about a really cool productivity technique that I call the sticky note technique. This is a technique to help you organize your daily to-do list items. It also takes advantage of a lot of really inherent benefits of using a sticky note. Now I'll cover those in a second, but first I want to talk to you about just some of the best practices of daily to-do lists so you can better make use of this technique in your own life. So the first thing is tasks only. A lot of people have difficulties with putting high-level projects on their to-do list, and what that does is it distracts them from what they actually need to get done. You want to break things down into a couple hour or even minute increments on your to-do list, things that you can get done in that day only, okay? You don't want to be putting high-level projects on your to-do list that will take you multiple days or even weeks or months to get finished. You want us to focus on specific, achievable items that you can get done in that day only, okay? Focus on tasks. The second thing is always start fresh. A lot of people also have difficulties with carrying over things to the to-do list of their next day. They'll use the same to-do list, they'll have a whole bunch of crossed off items that are already finished, mixed in with things they still need to get done. So don't do that. What that does is it distracts you from what you actually need to get done. You don't want to focus on what you've already gotten finished. You want to focus on the things that you need to get done in that day. So start fresh. Give yourself a to-do list that you can get done that day. Don't worry about the past, okay? The next thing is stick to it. The reason you make a daily to-do list is because you want to get those things done in that day, right? You've chosen those things for a reason. You don't want to go outside that to-do list and focus on things that aren't on it. You're not being truly productive if you're doing that, right? The reason you create that daily to-do list is because those things, you've identified those as the most productive things you can get done in that day, okay? So stick to it and make sure you're getting those things done on your list before you go to anything else. Okay, now that you know a little bit about daily to-do lists, here's the sticky note technique on why it works so well. You can only fit a few things on this sticky note, right? It's not very big. So that's going to allow you to focus on things that you really, really need to get done. You're not going to put a whole lot of stuff on here that you're not going to be able to get done. You're not going to overwhelm yourself with a huge list of stuff that you need to do. Okay, it's going to be a short, concise, achievable list. That's why the sticky note is so great, because it's small and it forces you to make that list very small. I can only fit a few things on there. So the next thing is there's an actual physiological response to writing a list out and interacting with that list throughout your day. Whenever I write these things down that I've got on my daily to-do list, that's actually ingraining those things into my thought patterns. It's actually saying, you need to get these things done. Writing things out has been shown to be a lot more effective than typing things out or just thinking of things that we need to do. That's the physical nature of the sticky note, and that's why it is so effective at creating a daily to-do list. Now, when you get something finished, there's also a physiological response to you crossing that thing out. When I get those things done, I can cross them out, and that actually sends a signal to my brain of accomplishment, of achievement. I got that thing done. That's awesome. That gives you a really good feeling. So that's another reason why writing things out is so great. You don't get the same feeling with a to-do list in Outlook or something like that. And it also works counter to that. If you don't get those things done, you see them staring back at you and you see that they're not finished. And that gives you a counter negative response to that positive response. Those things are looking back at you and they're staring at you that they're not finished, and that is going to make you want to get them done even more. And that brings us to the last point here. It trumps tech because it's always there. If you create your list in an Outlook to-do list or just a notepad on your computer, that gets lost in the background. It's distracting. There's a whole bunch of other stuff there. But if you create it on a sticky note, it's sitting in front of you every single day, all day, staring back at you saying, you need to get these things done, okay? And that's a great benefit of a sticky note, is that it's always there. So now what I want you to do is focusing on this stuff, focusing on what we've covered today, I want you to create your own daily to-do list using the stuff that we've talked about. So some best practices there: focus on tasks only, specific achievable results, things that you can accomplish in a few minutes or a few hours. Focus on always starting fresh, okay? Don't carry over stuff from the next day to your to-do list that you've already gotten done. Start fresh, just a few things, don't overwhelm yourself. And the last thing is stick to it. Only put things on that to-do list that you really, really need to get done that day. If you get those things done, you can move on to other things. But don't overwhelm yourself with stuff that you really don't need to get done, okay? So after you've done that, use it for a couple of days. Come back here and leave a comment or send me an email and let me know how it went for you, okay? I really want to hear your feedback about this. All right? Thanks, everyone. This is Cody Wheeler with Academy Success, and good luck.